Another episode here. We were promising a Halloween video coming out. This is it. This is our Halloween video for this week. I'm Alan. That's John. We are the horror guys. And before we get started, I want to talk to you real quick. I want to tell you something that I found that I find completely wild. So first of all, unfortunately, there was a young woman named Brittany Drexel who was murdered, and that is a tragic thing. I just want to say that before we jump into this. It's absolutely tragic, and I by no means want to make light a real life murder. Obviously, we are the horror guys, but we are not the horror guys in terms of wanting to see anybody hurt in real life. Okay, so I just want to say that ahead of time. That being said, the picture of the murderer, the person who did this terrible, terrible thing, I'm going to send you this picture, and I want to see your just reaction. Okay, here it comes. Look at this photo that I just sent you. Look at the eye.
Can I do that while I'm doing this, I hope?
Oh, I don't know. Well, we'll find out.
Well, let's see what happens.
I could still see you.
If I disappear, I'll be back.
Okay, I could still see you.
Oh.
Okay, you're gone.
I'm going.
I can hear you though.
Can you hear me? All right. Well,
I can hear you.
Hold up. Let me go find your. Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay. Canny, right? It's uncanny.
Yeah. That's nuts.
The eye, and,
Yeah.
and of course, when you're editing it, you got to put it up.
Oh yeah. So what he just sent me, this man looks exactly like James Jude Courtney in Halloween 2000.
As Michael Myers.
Yeah, he's even got the eye, man.
He's missing an eye.
Oh man. That's
If that's not life imitating art, I don't know.
So,
and again, no disrespect to James Jude Courtney either, because obviously he's not a murderer. But in real life,
this is the kind of shit where some of those Karens will be talking about. See,
oh yeah,
they
probably.
take Michael Myers. No, this dude just looks like James Jude Courtney.
He looks. I mean,
holy shit, yeah, that's something.
The beard and everything.
Yeah,
The beard, I mean, the eye.
It's the eye for me though. It's the eye.
But I mean, the same facial structure. That's wild.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
I'm not glorifying any of that. I just want everybody to know that. I feel terrible even, but I felt like I had to do that. I had to.
That is something. Wow. Well, they say everybody has a twin. We found his.
Yeah, doppelganger. Right
Holy
there.
shit.
Ugh.
So I got a little bit for you before we jump into our ends discussion. Halloween Kills is up for 2 awards at the MTV Movie Awards this year, including Best Villain for James Jude Courtney, who we just talked about. Wasn't him though, but this one really is him. This is the real James Jude.
The real, not the guy. Yeah.
So how cool would it be to see Michael Myers get an award for MTV, man? It'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're talking about Best Villain, I mean, you can't really strike out on Michael Myers, can you? I mean,
if he doesn't win, I call bullshit. I'm just
I'm with you.
Now there are some rumors circulating that young Michael will be making another appearance in Halloween Ends.
We saw that photo.
I could see that. I mean, I don't. We had a small appearance of young Michael in Halloween Kills, so they may very well elaborate on that.
Let's just hope it's not a white horse kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where Michael's seeing himself or something like that.
That's basically where you say "fuck you" and the horse you rode in on.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't want that horse at all.
No.
So I do have some sad news though. Laurie's house from Halloween 2018, unfortunately, has been torn down.
The real house. The
Yes.
actual house.
Which is a huge bummer because I never got to go see it. I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Apparently, the person who owned it didn't live far from the property, so basically, you had to get permission from him to go over to the house. And I seen super. He had to be super nice because
he let a lot of people over. Yeah, I saw a lot of videos.
However,
and a lot of it was unchanged from the filming. You could even see a lot of the flame marks.
And then for me, there was the hole in the floor, and I wanted to crawl in that fucker.
Yeah.
I was going down there, man.
Right.
But anyway, I guess a lot of people were trespassing and kind of destroyed the house, and they decided to tear it down. So
You know, that's just another example. Yeah, just another example of a few people ruining.
have nice things.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm not happy about that. I'm actually very bummed out about that because I really, really, really wanted to go. Yeah, I don't know, man.
That sucks.
So my question is, do we want to talk James Jude Courtney and his conversation about ends, or do we want to talk about the screening that happened? Which one do you want first?
Let's start with James Jude Courtney.
Okay.
Oh, we'll start with that. I don't know if that's the right decision, but that's what we're going to do.
I
We'll live with it. We'll live with it.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you read this, but my question would be, did James Jude Courtney give too much away with this? He explains why the film's finale is his favorite scene. So here we go. While speaking at this year's Spookula convention, he said, when we shot the finale with Laurie Strode and The Shape, we walked off to the side to talk about what we were about to do. Flip the page here. And during that conversation, we both had tears streaming down our cheeks. It was deeply emotional for a multitude of reasons. He finished up with the following comments. But for her, this is the culmination of 42 years of something she's carried with her entire life. The gravity of that situation played into what you guys will see. And I think you'll see why, when you see Halloween Ends, why it's my favorite scene. He ended with calling the film's ending powerful and beautiful.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
To say that he gave away too much, that's hard to say. But there are a few telling points in that statement.
It changes everything that we've talked about.
Yeah, it sounds to me like Michael kills Laurie.
See, I don't know, man, because now
here's why I think that.
All right.
Because he said he's focusing on, for her, this is this long journey. For her, this is this. And we keep hearing a lot of people from the production side of Halloween shooting down the rumor that they both die at the same time, just outrightly shooting it down. Now, that could be a fake out. That could be, but if you take everything at face value, that's why I think that that eliminates that as a possibility. But I'm interested to hear your perspective too. So.
That kind of scares me in a way too, because the powerful and beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What's beautiful about Michael Myers killing Laurie Strode?
That's true. Unless she's taking him down with her.
What's powerful about that? You know, the culmination of 42 years for her would be finally killing this thing that's plagued her life for all these years.
Right.
So that's what I'm worried about too. He himself is a very nice man. I had the opportunity to meet him once. Super, super nice guy. So I can see where like his emotional side of things are coming into it.
Right.
And for the fact that they've all worked together since 2018 on
the
movie, you become like a family when you're around people like that.
Right.
But it worries me with that statement of this whole thing kind of culminating of 42 years for her. You know, and you could be right too. Maybe he does kill her, and maybe Allison, maybe that could be the finale, but that's not maybe the end.
Passing of the torch, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what he means too. Like,
yeah,
it makes you think about a lot of stuff. It makes you wonder. Like,
and I want to reiterate too. I think it's safe to say, let this movie have their creative license. Let them do what they want to do and enjoy it as is. If they kill Michael, that does not mean it's the end of the franchise. It doesn't even mean it's the end of Michael Myers. It's a movie. So while there is that part of me that says, okay, I want to see, you know, if you get rid of Michael, we could still have more movies if that's what we want to see. And I think a lot of us are just so addicted to this franchise that, you know, whether it's healthy or unhealthy, you know, we want to see more. And
depending on who you ask, I guess, right?
Yeah. And so I don't know that it necessarily means the end of the Halloween franchise. So, I mean,
essentially, we've been told from the start, this is going to end the Laurie Strode, Michael Myers before.
Yes, and it unquestionably will.
Yeah, how they choose to do it.
Yeah.
Hearing him say that kind of stuff, I'm really not sure how to feel now. How they're going to do it.
Yeah.
But again, we've said this before though. Each time news comes out, our thoughts change because we're trying to adapt to what's being said now. We're trying to absorb, and we're coming up with our own ideas of what we think might happen.
a lot of things.
And I have seen a lot of people say that it's been said by numerous people that they're not going to die together. But I also agree with you. I don't think that that's something that these guys are going to give away because you're not able.
No, that would ruin the ending of the movie. It could be a fake out.
Right. For something like this, you're going to sign NDA waivers. You're not allowed to even talk about it.
I also want to say too that them dying together seems too obvious.
Yeah, it would be and maybe that's what really what they're saying in these interviews and stuff. I
honestly, and I love it though. I love it because I have no idea. I have no clue.
Okay, but it also changes our theory though. We talked about maybe the fight happening before the 4-year time jump. The way he talks, when the two clash, it's the end of the movie. It's the finale.
It also eliminates the thought that Laurie is out of the picture right at the beginning, and there was a lot of speculation because she wasn't filming for very long.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that she wasn't able to film her parts and get the hell out of there to do whatever else she needed to do. Jamie Lee Curtis is obviously very busy.
We talked about that too. Like shit, sometimes you shoot in a day, anywhere from 13, 14, 15 hours in a day.
Yeah.
Hell, man.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of, especially. Yeah. I don't
know. That's what I'm saying, man. It definitely changes that perspective of thinking that maybe this happens early. Maybe she dies at some point. This is the finale. This is what he's talking about. The finale of the film, ending of the film.
Yeah.
So that changes everything as far as our thoughts on that.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder. I mean, I don't know. Still not sure. I don't know, man. I
love that it's unpredictable. I love that we were so like, if you go like we'll figure, we'll have a pretty good idea of this. I have no idea. Like,
no.
They've done it.
Each time news comes out, I'm more and more fucking confused.
I know. I know because there's so many things that like went from here to here, and like we have no idea where we're at now, and everything's changed. So
it's crazy. How do you feel about it? What do you think? In your ideas that you've talked about, what do you think changes from what you thought?
Well, I mean, I just think the timing changes. That's the big thing. That's the big thing for me. I think it changes a lot of the timing. I don't think that we're going to. I think that it is going to be a lot of Laurie Strode in this movie now. And it probably, the thing that still gets me is I keep hearing about this surprise ending or twist ending type thing. Yeah, and I have no idea at all.
And that's again from what Nick Castle said.
Yeah,
that it's a very you don't know which way they're going to roll with it type of thing.
Right. So I don't know if they're fucking with us.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Maybe after all the leaks and everything with the last movie, they just decided to really, turn on the mental, crank up the mental gymnastics and just really fuck with us. But there's literally, it's and we get comments from a lot of people who say very confidently, I know this, or I was here, or I saw the filming, and it's like, any of that could be true, but it could just as easily be just more confusion or more, I don't know, it's hard to say. And even if you're a person who witnessed a lot of filming, like what were you really witnessing, and watching filming from afar versus what actually ends up in the movie are two totally different things.
It's true too.
So it's
I'll say this much: by the time it comes out, we'll at least have something figured out. Damn it, we will have discussed every possible fucking thing there is.
Yeah. Well, you would think we will know what happened in the movie after we see the movie. I promise you that. Although we might still be a little confused. I don't know.
Out of their life. So the last bit of news that I have for this time around was that a test screening was done for a very select group of people in the film industry.
Yes,
One of
the
those
elites, the elites.
Yes, I would love to be.
Hey,
on
come
that.
on, we're in the film industry, kind of.
Right? Damn it.
I must have lost the invite in the mail.
Mine. Yeah, I just never got one.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, they never sent
So
it.
one of those select few was Jason Blum, of course, who tweeted about seeing it, and that's basically all he said. Hey, guess what I saw? Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
So they're not going to say anything about it, and I want them to.
No, I'm fine with being. Like I said, I love that we're in this position.
Yeah.
I feel like it's we do this channel, so if something hits, we got to jump on it, and maybe we sacrifice a little bit of our own enjoyment in terms of that, because
Right.
obviously if it's big news that might give something away, we report on it. It within reason. I mean, we don't spoil movies before they come out. That's one standard that we've set. But if a trailer hits, or or if some bit of news that comes out, we're going to cover it. But I'm happy that there has not been anything too revealing. We've gotten a lot of news, but it's not really been. It's not ruined anything. I mean, I still have no idea what's going to happen in this movie. I don't know what the first scene's going to be. I don't know of any kills. I don't know who dies. I don't know any of it. I don't know how it ends. I don't know how it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we don't know, and
we know what we've speculated, but that's it.
yeah, and a lot of our speculation has just gone out the window now. So I don't even know who all's in this movie.
Really, really selective on that kind of shit. So. And since you mentioned a trailer, which this does have nothing to do with Halloween, real quick, I sent you a trailer for that movie where the scary things are.
Yeah, that looks cool. That looks
Actually,
cool.
looks really cool.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't heard of that, look it up on YouTube. It looks pretty cool. But I know you got some comments you want to read, so let's have it, man.
All right. Here we go. And by the way, we love your comments, and that's one of the reasons why we read them. All right, here we go. First one, Ward Director. He's a frequent commenter. He says, "Yo, John, I prefer watching you and Alan discuss. You dudes do it better than my boy Jimmy Champagne." That is a hell of a compliment, by the way. Because Jimmy Champagne is a pretty well-known YouTuber who really knows Halloween. The guy is obviously a mega fan, much like us. He's been around for a long time, so that's
he may have some beef with us right now, though. I guess I don't know. But, hey,
he might. We're stealing his thunder, but
hey, man,
very
we're
cool.
just fun-loving Halloween fans, dude. We ain't trying to come.
We are.
Just having fun, man.
Ward also says, "Yo, being a Halloween film expert, I want it spoiled for me." Well,
I actually commented on that one. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, and you said we want to see it and hear the news on it and share the different theories, but I know me and Alan do not want to see spoilers. No, we don't want to see spoilers. So, no spoilers, please. We will report on legitimate news that comes from legitimate sources that are not spoiling the movie. But that being said, if you're the type of person that wants it spoiled for you and wants to do things that way, I'm not here to judge. We're not here to judge. Right. The only thing I would say is don't release it on a large scale and ruin it for other people. That would be the big thing I would say. But other than that, go for it. If that's what you want to do, we will not do that, though. We will not do that.
That's one of the biggest things we're trying to dodge is
yes.
Getting it ruined for us.
Yes. Keith Aschenbrenner, another frequent commenter, one of our big fans. Like, I don't know what you call it. One of our most frequent followers says, "Halloween Daily News."
Frequent follower miles. There you go.
He's got a lot of frequent follower miles. I like that.
Yes, there you go.
Michael Myers Monday, Christopher Nelson was in the chat, and fans in the chat kept saying that they would die together. And Christopher Nelson said, so this goes about what we were just talking about a minute ago. Okay. He said the most talked about theory is not happening. I should have put it like that. He said a few other things, nothing revealing. Shout out to Matt at Halloween Daily News. Good dude. I will give my final prediction in a few days. I will post it on here. Great job. We are definitely looking to hear it. And that's a good idea. All of you guys out there, give us some predictions for the movie.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
And we'll read it. We'll read Keith's whenever he does nail it down. I got to give you credit, Keith, because to go and throw a prediction out there, that takes a lot of gumption because we don't have a lot to go on. I got to give you credit. And so maybe we'll have to do the same thing and come up with a prediction on what we think is going to happen. And it'll be fun to kind of see what points everybody hits.
Yeah.
ATG and AT podcast says, nice show, men. Check those guys out. They also have a good channel up and coming, just like ours. Really enjoy their stuff over there. Kane Hodder as Leatherface. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
No, dude. Yeah. Him doing the motion capture stuff for that game is cool as shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, that was Skull Crusher, spelled with a K, Skull Crusher. Sorry, I try to read the but yeah, I thought that was cool. I mean, like you said, we just got to get him into Michael Mask now. And
hey, man, if they make a Halloween game, if the same people decide to do a Halloween game, you might as well have Kane be there too. Might as well.
All righty. Okay, Chris Duarte. Again, apologize if I butcher your name. You may correct me if you would like to. I won't be offended, and I'll fix it next time. But or if it doesn't bother you, that's fine. Or maybe I said the name perfectly. Nonetheless, Chris says, well, if it's a dream, Halloween 5 or 6 or Resurrection or Rob Zombie's movies won't be the worst of the franchise no more.
Well, I actually comment one too.
Yeah,
I did comment on that one, and I said
you did. You said would not beat out, or said would still beat out Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Yeah,
that.
Listen, if the end of Halloween ends, Michael woke up with his thumb in his mouth from a dream, and he was a little boy. It still would beat out the White Horse in Halloween 2. I'm just saying.
That White Horse idea was awful.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not a huge fan of Halloween 2, never will be. Not the original Halloween 2. I love the original Halloween 2. I'm talking about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. The first one, I can stomach it. Took me a while to get used to it, but there was underneath all these foul words and the very white trash persona, there was a decent story told there.
Yeah.
But 2 just fell completely off the bricks, man. I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Rough. Maybe not quite Titanic 666 rough, but rough.
Man, I'll watch that. No. I can't.
All right, and we're gonna go one more comment here before we go here because my voice is finally starting to tap out here. All right. Again, some of your guys' names. I apologize if I butcher, but Majid, Majied, acquaintance. Says, let's just say that at the end of Halloween and Halloween Ends, that they show Allison at school and she's telling all of her friends about her new car that she bought. And when she goes out to the parking lot after school, she gets in Christine and drives away. Hey,
I mean, you know what?
That could be that.
I could see that being a deleted scene just for fun.
It could be. I'm going to go ahead and say that's. But I'm putting that in the prediction bin if that's okay. If it's not okay, let me know. But I think that could be one of the predictions. I think that's a prediction.
To be completely honest with you, if it does have a very Christine type vibe to it, and they can get a damn car, why not?
All right, let's do it.
I'm not saying that it's necessary, but at the same time, it would be a fun little homage and a nice little deleted scene if you want.
As long as the movie's not about the spirit of Michael Myers possessing a car and killing people.
Oh Jesus! Oh man, hey, yeah. You know what's gonna happen? She's gonna go driving down the street. The Halloween theme's gonna kick in, and then the roof's gonna close, like in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, yep.
There you go.
All right, guys. That's all I got for you. Keep your comments coming.
Yes.
Follow us, like and subscribe. We are, as of right now, 3 away from 100. Like and subscribe, get us to 100.
Well, honestly, by the time this video comes out, we might have already beat and surpassed.
Yeah, it's very possible. It's very, as of this video's recording, and let me just
Yes.
verify that. Yeah, we're at 97 subscribers at the time of the recording. Like you said, this could already have, we may be past 100. But get us to 100. Like and subscribe, even if we're already at 100, because we still want you on board. Check us out on our new Reddit subreddit, because it'll be a cool place for all of us to talk and post different stories and things like that. And it also gives us content to talk about on the show. So definitely do that. And then I'll let you run down all the social media stuff. You're a social media guy.
So you got follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Reddit, or sub to us on Reddit. Obviously, YouTube. You want to hit that subscribe button though. We are on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We are working on iHeartRadio. Maybe by the time this comes out, we will be on there.
Yes.
Wherever we pop up, follow us, give us a like, give us a share. And like Alan said, leave your comments, because we love hearing them.
We do. All of them. Even if they're not so great. We love hearing everything. And all of the encouragement and everything else we're getting. We love it. This is we've already got like a great community. We're already, a couple other groups who YouTubers and things like that have reached out to us and talked to us, and that's been really cool. Just the support that's coming in from everybody. This is definitely the horror community is a legitimate thing, so we appreciate that. So but until next time, guys, we'll see you.
See you then.
Fans, check out and follow the Horror Guys. You can find them on Facebook, facebook.com/The Horror Guys. On Twitter, Horror Guys 21, that's HORRORGUYS 21. On YouTube, The Horror Guys. And also on Spotify, search for The Horror Guys.
Beetlejuice.